Hello, hey y'all, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. This is Aja A, and as y'all see cards on the screen, you know it's time for a lunar forecast. We are now in the lunar Aries season, so dealing with new beginnings, rebirth, rejuvenation, making moves, actually taking action. So that's what today's spread is going to be about. And before I get started, this spread is for Leo sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. So if you feel like what I'm saying in this video does not resonate with you, go on and check out your rising sign. I have a description. I'm saying that in every video. I have a description. I have a link down in the description box for you guys, okay? Also with that new moon in Aries, I have a video up if you guys would like to go on and check it out and see what the energy really is for us on a wider scale and general level, okay? So, as I do for all my tarot forecasts, I'm going to do a quick little 5-card spread, and we're really just going to be looking at what is in store for you Leos during this Aries lunar season, and that would be mid-May to mid-April to, look at me, all these retrogrades going on. I'm trying to go back in time. Mid-April to mid-May, okay? All right, so let's go on and get started for you. Get started shuffling. And what we're going to be looking at is the energy that this Aries lunar cycle is going to keep for you. We're going to be looking at anything that could be crossing you guys during this time. What are the other 3 cards? Also going to be taking a look at, because we're talking about the sign of Aries, anything coming in for you, new opportunities or any actions that you need to take, moves that need to be made. Going to be looking at a self card, and whatever comes out in that position, I will just interpret it with whatever message I pick up, but it is going to have to do with you. And then the last card that I do in all of my spreads is a little soul message card, which is just a little message for your higher self, for your soul, for your spirit. General insight, something that you need to know, okay? All right, let's go on and finish shuffling for Leo. Some positive Leo energy. This new moon in Aries, and see what's going to be popping for Leo people. All right, I think we can go on and cut the deck. That's my whip, not your car. Screaming, fuck the opposite be no lie. This is not even Chance the Rapper, but this is off of his Acid Rap 2 tape. If you guys, I don't know if you can really hear it in most of my videos, but for the tarot forecast, I try to play an artist in the background that is of that sign. And Chano, Lil Chano from 79th is, I think it's 79th, is an Aries. All right, y'all, what's popping for Leo? What's the energy like during this time? Ooh, okay. What's good, Leo? All right. That's interesting. Okay. That's your card. Oh. I think I already know what this Aries season is about. I believe I already know what it's about for you guys. Shit. Y'all got both of the Lovers cards in your spread. So this is interesting. All right, Leo, let me go on and get started talking you through what's going on here. This is a fire moon, so this moon is probably really going to affect you, and we're talking about new beginnings here. And Leo, you are a fire, so let's see what this little fire energy is bringing in for you. Excuse me, I apologize in advance for the sniffling. My allergies have been on 10 since like yesterday in the middle of or this morning in the middle of the night. And it was very random. I don't know why they just crept up on me like that. Okay, so Leo, the energy for you during this Aries lunar cycle is the 2 of Cups, boy. So this could be a couple things. you could already be in a situation where you might end up just going through another little honeymoon phase. Or you could be in a current situation where it's a little casual and it could be becoming a little bit more serious. Or Leo, if you're single, you have a soulmate coming in, a connection coming in. And I'd just like to, let you guys know that this is an 11 year, so it has a lot to do with soulmate connections. Love is really going to be on the forefront for a lot of people this year. This is a romance card. And again, if this video doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon or rising sign. But the Two of Cups, I typically really keep to romance, but it could point to a friendship. But you have the Lovers card in your spread also, so I'm just going to go on and say that this has to do with love, Leo. And this is a general reading. This is not a love reading, but, whatever comes out in the cards, I must communicate the messages, right? All right, so what we've got, okay. What we've got coming up and what's crossing you, we've got the Judgment card. So, again, a couple of things for that card as well. The first thing coming up, whenever I pull the Judgment or the Justice card in regards to love, it points to a soulmate connection, a karmic connection, something that, if you believe in past lives and believe in, like, our souls, parlaying in the ethers, something that has already been set up to go down. And it coming over the Two of Cups is kind of a few things for that one. It could be, if you're already in a situation, that could be pointing to, this is a karmic situation and it might be time to let it go. If you're not already in a situation, that could be telling you, hey, just a heads up, like whatever these love connections that you're going to be making, they are very important. There's lessons for you to be learned there. There's transformation that needs to go down in these situations for you. Now, on the other hand, which I think this could probably resonate with a lot of Leos, this last message that I'm going to give you for this card, because Leos are so associated with themselves and how self-love is a word that always pops up for me when I think of Leos. Leos give so much to the outside world. They put out so much energy that they tend to forget about themselves sometimes. I have Leo parents, and what I can say about that is, although my parents are wild as hell, and I really only feel that way because I'm a little water and earth child, but my parents are fire. They're both Leos, and they're both master numbers, so they're very intense. But they tend to do so much, and not just for their kids. I do see that they put a lot of energy out into their work. They put a lot of energy out into other people and helping other people move throughout this life and make decisions that need to be made and set their lives up the way that need to be set up. And Leos spend a lot of energy doing things like this, and they really oftentimes forget about themselves and forget to love themselves and forget to do the things for themselves that they need to do. So this Judgment card coming up, crossing the Two of Cups, Leo, what it's telling me is that you have been hurt in the past, as mostly as everybody in this world has in love. You've been hurt, but it's a hurt that you really carry around. It is something that has just weighed heavy on you. Any situation or any relationship that you go into makes it a little bit difficult to really enjoy that situation in its entirety because you carry around that negative, dense, energy on your shoulders from your previous situations. And we are coming up on a Scorpio full moon. So what I'm just going to say is that this coming up for you during this Aries full moon, the way your spread is looking, it's time for you to get over that shit. You need to work through that, Leo. If you need to meditate. If you need to go and talk to a counselor, go and talk to a therapist, do whatever you got to do. But it's actually time for you, Leo, to get that under grips and stop allowing it to affect you and allowing it to hold you back. And the last, no, I think I said that for the Judgment. And you might, if you're already in a situation, it might be a situation that you need to get out of, or possibly there's something going on in your situation that's making you feel restricted. Not necessarily that you may need to leave, but there may be something here that makes you feel restricted in whatever it is that you need to do. And the next card coming up is the sun, and that's coming up in the position of the actions that you need to take or new opportunities coming in for you. So that's funny. Those cards are actually right next to each other in the deck. Anyways, so sorry, the sun coming up for you in the position of the action that you need to take. So okay, that gives me a little bit more clarity on what this Judgment card means. Leo, it for the most part really is the things that you carry around from your past. The sun coming up in the action that you need to take position is just confirmation that it's time for you to do your healing, Leo. You carry around a lot of dense energy, not necessarily by choice, but you haven't released it by choice, if that makes sense. You know, things happen to you, and we get stuck with these, we get stuck with these notions. We get stuck with these, hurt, these pains that we tend to suppress, and they come out in our everyday lives, and we just don't even know it sometimes. So the sun coming up for you, Leo, and that's your card. So it's really time for you to tap into yourself. It's really time to do some healing. The sun also coming up is just saying that you really need to harness some positive energy and some optimism for these situations, because it's really going to be the only way that they're going to be successful for you, okay? All right, the next card that we have coming up is in the position of the self, and that is the Eight of Cups. And so usually when that comes up, we're dealing with a situation like a job or a relationship or something that we're emotionally invested in, that we've just put too much energy in, and it's time for things to, it's time for the water to wash them away. This is the water suit. Oh, I'm sorry guys, my allergies, and I don't want to blow my nose because I think blowing your nose sounds so gross. So I'm almost done with your spread. So I'm gonna try to stop sniffling. I'm sorry, y'all. JK, barely I'm not. The Eight of Cups coming up in the position of yourself actually tells me that, Leo, deep down inside, you may feel a little broken. You may feel like, you've been through so much, and it's just so hard to pick up the pieces and put them back together. And then also, Leo, if you are in a romantic situation right now, this actually is telling me the situation that you're in, it may be karmic, and it may have run its course. Like it may be time to move on to the next, Leo. Or possibly the situation that you are in, the way that you are dealing with the situation, especially if you're feeling a little restricted. I'm sorry, especially if you're, wait, what card was, yes, especially if you're feeling a little restricted. The way that things are going currently need to be changed. But what I'm really getting from what I really pick up from this spread is that whatever you're in right now, Leo, it's time to do away with it and make room for the new, which is very interesting, because if you're in a situation, this is all going to happen very quick for you. So just keep in mind that you may be in something that may be breaking down because it's not meant to be anymore. But something else is literally going to come in right after it, if not before the end of it, okay? Excuse me. And just to confirm what I was saying, the last card that you have in your spread is the Lovers. And this is in your soul message position. So this is just something general, that an important message for you. I think love is very prominent for you, Leos, during this Aries lunar cycle. I think that it is going to be at the forefront. I do believe that you may be in something right now that is not working for you, and you need to do away with it, but you're probably... So I want to go back a little bit to this too. The two cards in the deck typically are like decisions, making moves. So like the Two of Wands is clear direction. The Two of Swords is a stalemate. And the Two of Cups is supposed to point to love. But with different decks, sometimes the cards can be interpreted a little bit differently. So I'm looking at the imagery on this card, and it almost looks like the roses are like the Two of Swords. So very possible that if you are in a situation, Leo, you are at a point to where you're just, you may know that it's run its course, but you love that person so much that you're just like, what do I really want to do? Or something of the sort, okay? But love is very prominent for you during this time. Positive energy is something that you really need to tap into, and then really just take a look and evaluate your life and see the things that are still around that aren't really doing you any good, okay? And if you feel like you want a little bit more insight into this spread, if you want your own personal reading, as I said earlier, you can go on and book a reading through Etsy. You can send me an email and pay me through Cash App, or you can send me a question or message on Instantgo. I do hope these cards resonate with you, and I apologize for everybody. If you're like me, when you get on here and look for general readings, I know I'd be mad as hell when I'm looking at a general reading and it turns into a love reading. But we just kind of got to deal with that this year, with it being an 11 year and all this soulmate shit popping up, okay? Yeah, so if you want a reading, go on and hit up one of those channels and we can go on and get that started for you. If you want some more information on how these cards are really going to play into this lunar cycle, go on and check out that new moon in Aries video, and I have all of that stuff down in the description box for you guys, okay? Excuse me. If you like the video, hit the little thumbs up button. If you know any Leos and you feel moved to share this video with any of your Leo friends, please do so. I really appreciate it. And click that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And if you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down in the space below. I get on here every few days, so I do respond to everybody unless it's something negative. In that case, my Mercury in Leo may come out, or I just delete whatever it is that you put up there. I try to keep it as positive as possible on my page. Negativity is not welcome. Spread love, all that good shit, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time.